What up guys, this is Fear and I've got a sweet gameplay for you today. It's playing hardcore team deathmatch and I'm using my bread and butter class, the UMB Silenced with Marathon Pro, Lightweight Pro, and Ninja Pro with Semtex and Stuns. And right off the bat I rush into their spawn to get the first kill streak, just to catch them off guard. Many people have accused me of cheating, but one of the main things I use to my advantage is knowing the spawn points and being able to hear everyone's footsteps. Right there I pick up my Predator missile, and I like the 5-7-9 kill streak because you can jump from one to the next to the other and just completely dominate here. Right about now they're starting to catch on to where I'm at. They start stunning me 50 times, so I get to a position where I can hit them even if they come through. And ended up paying off because I was persistent. One thing I wanted to talk about was the AlterIW, which this is. And I've said before that it's a modded version of Modern Warfare 2 to allow dedicated servers and other mods. And I'm going to put the link to download it in this video and all my other videos so that you guys can check it out if you want to. As far as I know, it's only on PC, so you're out of luck if you're on a console. But being as it's free, I mean, you could check it out either way. In this game I ended up on the opposite team as the rest of my clan. We usually try to get on the same team, but when there's not enough people, try not to team stack. There's not enough people on the server to fill it. And it's tough enough when you get stuck on a different team than the people you're talking to. But even more than that is when the people on your team don't know what they're doing. You can't kill anyone. What you want to do when you're the only tryhard on your team, so to speak, is get a rush class, or this is how I usually plan it out. Get a good rush class and you just have to keep going and going. You can't camp it out or anything like that. You gotta build your kill streaks up. Keep killing. I know it might seem obvious to a lot of you, but some people might not get it. And when you're on AlterIW, it is usually higher score limits for TDM, and this is at 17,500 instead of the normal 7,500. And for that, you're gonna need a lot of kills. So the 5-7-9 kill streak helps out with that. Because your Harrier just rains on them for most maps. And there was a guy still camping up there. And the Pavlo just completely dominates on him. I know this is an old game and people probably know that, but some people might not. And the reason I don't use the chopper gunner is because you're vulnerable to getting killed, which really doesn't matter, but with the Pavlo does almost as good as the chopper gunner most of the time. And then you can also be running around raining on them too. I don't know how many Pavlos I get. I know I get at least one in this gameplay. And another thing is a lot of people don't like silence because it weakens, but when you play hardcore almost all the time, it's a lot better because it puts you off the radar. And the damage doesn't matter because you barely have to shoot at them to kill them. Alright, even though this gameplay is pretty sweet, kind of want to know what you guys want out of this channel, because I used to, I still do, still work on them. Montages, I have quite a few out and not as many of these. Would you guys rather see just commentaries, both, or just montages? I think a mix of the two would be better, and I can definitely put commentaries out more often. I'm trying to get better at them, and I think I am. I just want to know what you guys think, because that's what matters. I mean, these are fun to put out, but they're to entertain the watchers and viewers, if you will. And if you've noticed, I've put out some intros, or one at least, and I've made my background, and you see the intro at most of the beginning of the commentaries and montages. And if you guys want to see that kind of stuff more often, or would a new channel be more appropriate for that, just kind of want to know what you guys think on that too. Alright, back to the gameplay a little. As you saw, there's a little bit of lag, and that's because I was lagging in this game. Yeah, I had a kind of a high ping for this server than I usually do, so but I still ended up getting a good score. I don't want to spoil it because it gets pretty intense down to the wire at the end. And this rooftop right here is probably my favorite spot on the map because you can see 3 or 4 different angles of where they come right after they spawn. And after that predator, I just need one more to get my Harrier. So I usually play it safe until I get that. And I think I pick it up right about here. Yeah. And I try to aim it where I think they're gonna be if I don't have a UAV up. And right there, my least favorite perk in the game, second chance. It's horrible. I mean, one perk I could do without. It's definitely that. I'm sure everyone would agree on that. It's just so aggravating. And right here, the Rafika, my favorite secondary gun. Not with the red dot, but I just had it on. I usually go silenced because I usually play hardcore, and it works out good for me. And my Pablo's getting a couple kills. This map isn't too great because of all the buildings, but usually does get the job pretty well. This is another good spot on the map in this building because you're in good cover and you can check one side or the other, but I decided to move on because that's the kind of player I am, a rusher. Guess my team followed me up on that one right there. And right there, I had no idea how that happened. That triple kill. Let's take it back and watch that again in slow-mo. Oh, how I love the Modern Warfare 2 spawn system sometimes. And oh, how I hate this perk. Or the death streak is even worse. You get your primary. I'm gonna go back into this building again because it's a good spot to rack up the kills, and I needed to because this game started to get pretty close. Although it's not on the screen because it's hardcore. I tab and look variously throughout the game. And again, killed by second chance. Pathetic. That's what I call it. Only people who plan on dying need to use that. When you're in rush class, you can get behind their spawns and shoot them in the back constantly, like I just did. And like I just did there. It's a good advantage to have, and it's really good to know where they spawn. I mean, sometimes I don't think about it, but after playing it for so long, you just know, have that second nature of where to go and when to go there, and when not to go outside and get shot by the chopper. Right there, I don't know if you noticed the scoreboard, but we were ahead by about 20 kills. And my kill streak was, my kill to death was 65 to 16, which is a lot of deaths, but I'm having to get a lot of kills too. That didn't even make sense. And I just got owned. And again by the same person. It pisses me off. But being the competitive person I am, I just keep going back to get the revenge kill. And half the time it doesn't pan out. And I don't know about you guys, but I use Semtex like all the time. I don't think I've ever used frags in this, besides throwing it back when some noob chucks one at me. I like them the best because the timer throws me off on the actual frags. Every time I hear that, I go running for it. Enemy emergency airdrop inbound, or enemy care package. For one, I could get a nice kill streak out of it. Two, they're all gonna be surrounding it so I can rack up the kills while I'm there too. I don't know if I make it over here this time, but that's another tip, I guess you could say, that I have, is listening to the announcer guy, radio, whatever you want to call it, to listen to what it says, and you can get some free kills out of it. And it looks like they picked them all up except for one that landed on the roof. Right here, I think they start to catch up because they pick up a chopper gunner out of the care packages. But quickly get rid of it, as I think everyone should if and when they get the Predator missile. Sometimes it's even necessary to switch classes and take it out. But nobody on the other team seemed to want to get rid of mine. I'm fine with that. There's another Payville. And it's nice because the Harriers take out enemy choppers, and then the Payville will just back it up. So I usually put them out around the same time. And hopefully you guys haven't got bored during this gameplay. Hopefully I've entertained you to the point of not clicking off of the screen. This is a pretty long gameplay. It's 12:42 right now. Got about 15 seconds left. And I've got my Pablo and Harrier and me racking up the kills right now. And it was just barely enough. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Thanks.
That's it for me. I'll see you guys later.